Alright, we're 4 episodes into Spartacus House of Ashur, and I think I'm comfortable saying that this show is way better than I was expecting it to be. I am thoroughly enjoying myself every single week, with episode 4, this week's episode, being the highlight. This will include spoilers, so if you have not seen episode 4, favorite this, come back to it later. Now that we've all kind of gotten over the fact that this is a what-if storyline, and the world around Ashur and the people in it have been set up in the first couple of episodes, it is starting to feel very familiar and giving me everything I was hoping a new Spartacus show would. Spartacus has always been very ambitious with its storytelling. It's never about just a couple of different stories that we're following. It's about multiple, what feels like at times dozens of different branches of plot points and character relationships. And all of that was on display in this episode, even though the beating heart of a typical Spartacus story like House of Ashur is the games and either making or becoming a champion. This episode proved that it is capable of being a really good show without that. The market fight was awesome. It felt very classic Spartacus with the action and slow motion involved. We had Ashur and Chorus coming to save the day. It was tense. It had me on the edge of my seat, but it also had me questioning whether or not someone we have been following all season was going to die. But I also love that it wasn't just thrown in there to be in there. It actually had weight and meaning as Ashur and Chorus saved the wife and daughter of Gabinius, a very high-profile figure in Capua. And because of those actions, Gabinius now awards Ashur with what he has been trying to accomplish all season long, getting his house and his champions inside the games. And we know from the end of the episode that Ashur has pushed Achillea forward to fight the men from Proculus who killed Ashur's man at the beginning of the season. As for who else from Ashur is going to be able to fight in the games, the father-son duo of Caladus and Tarchon seem like the obvious choice, but I'm curious if they're going to be given the chance or if they're going to have to win it. Going back to the market fight slash saving for just a second, did anybody else find the Ashur and Viridia thing just a little bit interesting? I feel like their relationship could become something down the line, and we know that she's kind of obsessed with him because he killed Spartacus in this scenario and Spartacus killed her husband. And that can definitely create a ton of complications because her mother clearly hates Ashur. Speaking of her mother, the schemer of all schemers, she is out to create absolute chaos in Capua and is doing a fantastic job of it so far. I know she's going to be around for a long time and she's going to continue to be a thorn in everyone's side, but I cannot wait for the day when all of her moves finally catch up with her. Final thought for this week's episode is all about the arrival of Gaius Caesar. Even though that Ashur thought it was going to be Crassus himself the entire episode, Caesar showing up makes complete sense, but does also give me the vibe that they are maybe checking in on Ashur and seeing if he is worthy of having his own house. I said it up top and I'm going to say it again. I am thoroughly enjoying my time with House of Ashur. I'm looking forward to these new episodes every single Friday. But now that you've heard my thoughts, I want to hear from you guys. What were your thoughts on this week's episode and the show overall?